Good morning. It's Nana Hannah again. It's 2 days before Christmas, and I have a recipe that I made. I've gotten a couple different ones from my recipe book and from things that I've seen on Facebook, and this is called pizza dip. People make it also as a casserole, can be made, and it can also be as if you have a bunch of people over, you want to make it real quick, a nice meal, you put everything together in a pot, cook it, put it in the oven, and you got a great meal. So right now I'm putting my chopped meat that I have right here. I mixed with a little bit of garlic. I'm going to turn on my temperature to medium and let it cook some. Cook it up real good. Now my chopped meat is browned. I usually get a 20-10 chopped meat for this because then you don't have to worry about any excess oil or drippings and stuff. And I did put some garlic in there. So now I'm going to add some onions. Now this is how I make it. You can add whatever you want to this recipe. Onions are in now, and I'm adding some of these great little sweet peppers to it also. I'll let them cook for a while. I have olive oil, EVO. Oh, you gotta have your EVOO in here because otherwise it's not gonna cook real good. So I got my EVOO cooking too. Okay, so I've got those two things up. The next thing I will put in, once these saute and cook up a little bit, I will add some mushrooms. Now these are canned mushrooms, but I thought it would be a good combination of putting these all together. Let me put some pepper and salt in this right now. It's starting to cook up nicely. So what we'll have here will be the base for this dip. It's going to be a dip that is kept warm because of the chopped meat and everything else that's in the bottom here. And like I said, you can add anything and anything you want to this as you're making it, because it'll be a layered dip. On the very bottom of your greased pan or plate, you will put some tomato sauce, any kind you want, anything that you usually use, any type of tomato sauce. You'll put that on the bottom, and then once you get this done and mixed, and especially you check your onions, get them a little bit translucent, and then you'll know it's really cooked good. The thing is, it's going to go in the oven anyway, so you can get all these ingredients and more and put them in. I like just about what I've got in here. I like to just keep that as a base for my dish. Now, what I've done in the past, I've made one up, and I had it for a few friends over, and it served so many people, and it was delicious, and it was so easy to make. And it's one of those things you can make ahead of time. You don't have to, do it the day before, or if you want to, you can do it the week before. Stick it in the freezer for a little bit, and then usually it will come out perfect. What I'm going to do this time is add my mushrooms now, because things seem to be cooking nicely. Okay, so I just got a little jar of mushrooms, and they seem to add a little bit of zing to it also. Put them in there. Also, if you want to add some little touch of red pepper, you can do that too. This is basically the ingredients of the main part of the dish. It's done pretty good. Nice and mixed up well. And you can hear it sizzling and cooking nicely. So for me, that's pretty well done because, like I said, once this is all put together, it will be put in the oven for a little bit. And this is the main part. So let's turn this off now, and we'll go to the next step. Now, let it simmer a little bit longer and kind of just get a little bit down there. So what I'm planning to do, instead of making just one dish and have it come up with just one dish, I'm not having anyone over for Christmas, except for my granddaughter who'll be coming in. But I thought, maybe if I have enough, and this is 1 pound of chopped meat that I'm doing this with. So 1 pound and everything else that I put in here. Maybe 2 cups of onion and maybe 1 to 2 cups of onion and then the pepper and then the little mushroom can. But I thought I would try something different. So I have these aluminum pans. They come in the dollar store. They're like $4 for something, and then they have a little cover you could put on them. So what I would try doing is, I think I would take 2 of them. So what I'm going to do is put some spray on the inside of the pan. Like that. The second one here. And I think 2 would be enough. If not, I have another one too that I could add. So while that's calming down, I will attempt to open this jar of tomato sauce. Hold on, I'll be right back. Let me see if I can get this thing open. I should have done it before, but oh, there I go. That little pop, and it's ready. Okay, so this is tomato sauce. You could use any kind you want. Just put a little bit in the bottom of your dish. Come on, doesn't want to come out. Come on, come on, tomato. Yeah, enough to cover the bottom. Kind of spread it around the bottom of your dish, and if you do this in a 9 by 12 pan or an even larger dish, you know, of course you'd have to double your recipe, but it works. And I mean, this saves so much time and so much work that as you're doing your planning your kind of quick little meals. Now this sauce that I have has some basil in it. It has some Italian seasonings in it. So what I'm going to do is, now that this is hot enough, I'm going to place some of it in the bottom, just to kind of have enough to cover the bottom of it. And it looks to me like 2 of these little pans will be enough. So we'll put some more in this one too. See? Spread it out real good. Okay. All right. So we have all the mixings that we put in the frying pan in these 2 dishes. So basically, you could almost say that this is almost the whole thing. But no, we need a topping for this, don't we? Yes. So after we do this, everything is spread out nicely. We take a little bit more sauce. There's tomato sauce. Maybe another tablespoon or so full of it. And spread it out on top of this. Give it a nice nice amount, because as it cooks, it's going to get a little bit softer and a little bit more liquid on there. So just enough to cover what you've just put in this little dish. So I'm making two. Now one of them I will freeze for some other time. It makes it even a little nice meal. If you know, if it's just two of you, or you want to make it a bit in a bigger container or a bigger dish, and just put it in the freezer and pull it out and come home from work and it's already defrosted and nice and ready to go. So there we go. Okay. So this is my sauce on the bottom, and this is my sauce on the top. So you know, it looks like a pizza almost, doesn't it? Okay, we're gonna make it into a pizza now. Okay, so I've done that. So what do you like to put on a pizza normally? Well, I enjoy putting mozzarella cheese, some pepperoni. I have some cut up black olives here. You could put anything you want on top of a pizza. I'll be right back. I gotta get my mozzarella cheese. So the next thing you do, you take your cheese. Mozzarella cheese. You gotta have a mozzarella cheese, right? Right. So, my hands are clean. I put a good amount of mozzarella cheese right on top of that tomato sauce that you just put in. Don't be afraid to put it on there. Just make sure you have enough. There you go. Just like that. That's one. We'll do the second one here. Same way. Now sometimes if you have a group of people, you might want to make, like I said, double the recipe of the chopped meat and the other ingredients in there too, and put it in a pan, and it would be a much deeper one. Okay. All right, that's good. Now we got all that on there. Okay, so it's in there. Now we'll just get some pepperoni. Lots of times people will also put like some little salami, stuff like that on it. And that's always good too. But I think like this is more or less at the amount that I would want to put on a pizza this size. Okay. Doing that one. You saw me doing that one. We'll do this one now. Pepperoni out. I did quite a bit of baking this year, but mostly gluten-free baking, which is okay. Gluten-free baking is not bad. I mean, if you have to do it, you do it, but you really get used to eating things that's gluten-free. Everything that's in this is gluten-free. So that means that my husband can enjoy eating it too. Okay. So there I am. So there's the two of them. See what they look like? Okay. And I do have some black olives. Sometimes I'll put caramel olives in it on top, and just, that looks good too. Like that. Now you can cover this one, if you're just going to make only one, and put in the freezer. Just cover real good with plastic wrap. And then the other, the other one, you could actually just put in the oven. Or you could put them both in the oven. It wouldn't hurt to cook, cook them both up and then take one and put it in the freezer. That is fun too. But that's what I've done. Once this is done, I'll wipe my hands off here. Once this is completed and cooked, then we put it in the oven at 350 degrees for about maybe a half hour. Just watch it to see, because depending on how much food you have, chopped meat and everything mixed with the chopped meat you have in that, you'll know that if it's not quite ready. Okay, you can kind of dip your knife in the middle and see if it's hot. To serve this, what I usually use is stone-free. This was on sale. I got lucky. This is so good. This naan bread. So it's like little pizzas and some salt, actually. And what I do is I cut them in fours and I serve them on the side. So it acts as a dip. And it's a thick enough piece of bread, or even like a tortilla cracker that are harder, that they can dip into it and get a good dip and a good amount on that piece of bread or cracker. I will put these in the oven and I will come back and we'll see what they look like. I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, I have a few more minutes left before they are cooked. I put about 350 degrees, between 350 and 400 degrees, for about 20 minutes to 30 minutes. You can kind of tell when all of the mozzarella cheese melts and the pepperoni little pieces start to go bing, curl up a little bit on the ends. You know it's about done. So, yeah, they're getting pretty done. But what I want to mention, that the last time I made this, I made it with sausage and ground beef. So you can do the same sort of thing, but whatever your preference is. And the thing is, if you make it with sausage and you break the sausage up, like if it's in links, you take it out of the links and you break up the sausage. You put it in your frying pan with onions and whatever else you want to put in, what I just did. Because it's sausage, it's heavier, it's bigger, and so it's going to be deeper in the pan than what ground beef would be. So just remember that. Make sure you get a pan that is at least 4 inches deep, because once you put that meat in, and if you're using it just in one dish, okay, let me see, I think we're good. Turn this off and get my little mitts. Actually, I have 2 new mitts that my granddaughter crocheted for me. I want to show them to you. Look how cute they are. And they are thick, and so they're easy to get the ingredients on the plate. And they stick, and they're great. Show you this. See that? So it was actually starting to turn brown a little bit on the sides. And this other one is also ready. There they are. Thank you, Mary. I love my mitts. So this is what they look like when they're done. That cheese has all melted. Let's see if I can turn it this way. Kind of bring it up a little bit more. How's that? Is that better? See how the cheese is all melted? Also the other one, the cheese is also melted the same way. So, what you want to do now is see how they taste. Okay. So, you take your piece of your naan bread or your whatever you want to take, and you'll notice that the cheese is all solid. So sometimes what you have to do is get a little spoon or a tablespoon of some sort and break it up a little bit. Like this. So when you grab it, oh wow, you're also getting what's underneath it, which is your meat. Let's see if I can do this. And you put it on your naan bread. Oh, hello. Come on, get up there. There. Now it has to cool down because it's really hot. You can see how hot it is. But I will see how this one tastes with just the ground beef in it. That is good. Like I said, this idea, whoever thought it up, was probably someone who needed to make a quick meal for people. So this is what they did. It's your own invention, really. You put on what you want to put on it and in it, and it comes out delicious. So if I want to, I have that second pizza dip that I made here, that I might just let that cool and put it in the freezer and just use this one. So this is what we've made today. It's really good. Maybe with a glass of wine, it's probably better. But I don't have an open glass of wine right now, so that's okay. But I want everyone to have a blessed Christmas, Hanukkah, wonderful holiday, and maybe I'll see you the first of the year, and maybe I'll have another recipe for you. Let's hope. Take care. Bye-bye.